Alright, hello everyone. So this is the new trailer for the new IDs coming out, the T-Corp gang here. Let's just take a look and I'll talk about the good stuff. Right, so starting off, we have the 3-star Dawn, class 3, and class 2, 2-star Rodion. I really like the art for Dawn. Rodion's one is okay, it doesn't really do anything for me, but it is kind of cool that she is using the watch to basically borrow time and speed up. But Full Armor Dawn is absolutely amazing art. The art is just getting better and better in my eyes. I really love all of this like cool designs. It's I love it. Right, here we have Happy Dawn and we have Angry Rodion. 1, 2 on the skill 1. 1, 2, 3 on skill 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 4. And I think we see a unique symbol here. Either could be animation related or could be a status that she's applying. But we can see she's maybe applying a watch symbol here. I'll talk about that later. Dawn is so cute in this POV. So damn cute. I don't know what's yeah, she's just so damn cute. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, that was a bit weird. It could be 2, it could be 3. Because is the chainsaw an animation? Hold on. 1, 2, 3. The chainsaw could be the third coin. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. And take notice that she is actually applying the clock on the target when she's in this form here. She's going to activate that, and then immediately we see the clock on the enemy here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then some weird shit happens here, and then the guy explodes. I have a theory of what that could be. I will talk about the theory later. Yeah, look at that art, man. Amazing art. Really good art. Okay, so that's pretty much the end of the trailer, just a 1-minute trailer. So, Dawn is using the chainsaw, if you saw in the video, right? She is using a chainsaw in her attacks here. Yep, chainsaw. So, the chainsaw is going to be this version of the Class 3 Collector under Neutralize. We fought this guy in Refraction Railway, and I believe this suppression version with the gun is a possible other option we'll get from another ID in the future. But this one is going to be the main one for Dawn, which is the chainsaw. Now, first look, right? We can see there's a lot of gain tremor count, which means that this archetype is going to be exactly the same as Yurodivy, so it's going to be gain tremor count archetype. We also see a lot of fragility. This could transfer over to Dawn or could not, because fragility for us, right, is really hard to get, and there's a good reason why, because if we actually apply a lot of this, right, we would effectively double our damage. It's a ridiculously strong status, and if Dawn gets it, it will be awesome, but if Dawn doesn't get it, I will totally understand for game balance. Right. Then besides that, we see a little bit of tremor count, tremor potency application, you know, pretty much standard 3-star ID moment. And then what else do we see? We also see borrowed time. Since Dawn activates the watch to become really fast, most likely she will have some way to get borrowed time, right? If you look at the skill tree for this guy here, if he wins a clash, he'll consume 5 tremor count on self and then gain +3 borrowed time count. So maybe that's what Dawn's going to get. And there is a clock symbol on the enemy. What's the clock symbol on the enemy? It could be time delay, because time delay is a super strong status on the enemy. And if they give it to us, it would be ridiculously strong. Because what this effect does is that as long as this effect is active, damage dealt against this unit is stored and not taken. And then at turn end, if there's only one value left of this effect, the effect will expire and it will deal 2 times stored damage. This number cannot be increased or refreshed. So time delay is literally a ticking time bomb. You apply it first, and then after that, you just do as much damage as possible. You do your white plus yellow burst, you do a bunch of Unga Bunga, maybe you do some Rabbit Heathcliff, huge burst with Rabbit Heathcliff, applying a bunch of fragility with his quick suppression, and then after a while, kaboom, enemy just explodes. Right? So this, right, combo with white plus yellow tremor, combo with other possible sources of just increasing damage output, could be some ridiculous damage. Like imagine you do like some wing beat combo and then you have the time delay already applied, right? This can reach some crazy numbers in the future. Literally, if you apply time delay and then you like sun shower a bunch of times, also that could be like a ton of damage. Like there's so much stuff that could go on here with this time delay status, and I suspect that is what the clock status that they're applying on the enemy is going to be. And I think that is very cool. Right, so we know that borrow time is going to happen. We know that gain tremor is going to happen. We don't know if fragility will happen, and I suspect time delay will happen, or maybe a weaker version of time delay. I do not know. Right, there's another thing that I kind of suspect, which is going to be golden time. And golden time is a very strong passive. It is similar to K-Corp's K-Corp Hong Lu effect, where if you drop below a certain percentage of HP, you instantly heal up. And if Dawn has that, as well as a ridiculous amount of clashing power, she is going to be a very strong unit, and she doesn't even need a lot of tremor support if she is a gain tremor count archetype, right? Because gain tremor count archetypes, they pretty much just need the tremor on themselves and they will function perfectly fine, just like Regret Faust, right? If you just use Regret Faust by herself, she will totally work. She will just be an AoE crazy lady that just slams a bunch of enemies a bunch of times. All she needs is gains. All she needs is the gains. So, with that in mind, I think Dawn is going to be a very exciting ID. Definitely look out for her. If the numbers are good, if the kit is good, if time delay is added, she's 100% in. And she could potentially also be a solo ID, where she can just do everything by herself. I'm kind of hoping, right, that she'll have an evasion, because Tremor team has no evasion. But even if they don't have evasion, the fact that she has borrowed time will allow her to clash very well with a lot of enemies. So, yeah, that is my prediction for Dawn. Let's talk about Rodion. For Rodion, we have the class 2 admin staff as reference. And this guy could also be the one that applies the clock symbol, which is interlocking time, right? There's the time delay, and then there's interlocking time. Interlocking time is a bit weaker because it reduces final damage by 30% and store it, and you have to build it up. At 3 counts of interlocking time, the enemy will explode with 2 times the accumulated damage and gain 3 by next turn. So this is still pretty good, but it will also reduce the damage by 30%, so you won't get as big of a number. So if they add this instead of time delay, I could also see that happening. And I'm not sure if both of them will apply time delay or if both of them will apply interlocking time. Maybe it's 2 separate statuses they add together. If we do have 2 of them, right, it could be potentially very big. Because time delay and you do interlocking time, you do it while the time delay is on the enemy, and then you explode the interlocking time, all that damage gets multiplied and then stored again by the delay time, and then multiplied again by the delay time. That is a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. And it really goes to the playstyle, right? The playstyle of Tremor is you want to build up a lot of Tremor on the enemy, and then after that you do the white plus yellow big combo, and then maybe do the delay time big combo, you do the interlocking time for additional damage onto the big combo, and then you just combo, and then boom, the enemy will explode. I think that this could potentially be one of the ways that they're going to make Tremor even cooler. Tremor is already cooking really hard with the white plus yellow. And then if they add like all of this other stuff here, it's just going to be damn cool. Like the power fantasy is there. The power fantasy is very good right now if they do this. Another good thing about this enemy that I'm looking at that I hope will be transferred to Rodion is that he applies 8 Tremor and 8 Tremor count. Holy shit, 8 Tremor count is massive, right? And then the skill tree here also has what? Gain Tremor count, inflict 8 Tremor, gain Tremor count, inflict 5 Tremor count, inflict interlocking, inflict interlocking. Like, there's so much shit here. And there's also the ability conversion. I hope the Tremor chain doesn't come, but if it comes, understandable. But at the same time, all of this potency and all of this count, right, is very helpful. And I think it actually replaces Rose Phantom Assault, because Rose Phantom Assault is honestly one of our better potency appliers right now for Tremor. And if Rodion was to get this, I could totally dump a Rose Phantom Assault and then not use him, because Assaults are really bad at clashing. Really bad, unless you pop Regret Assault. And yeah, this ID for Rodion is just going to be amazing, because Rose Banner can also apply 12 potency, right? But this character here could match that count, help to get the 50 count needed for the Faust WoW Ego. So hopefully Rodion's numbers are good, and the potency and count application is going to be transferred over. Now, if they do this, right, that means Rodion will have Effervescent Corrosion, her ego, that applies a bunch of Tremor count, and she will also have a character that applies Tremor potency and Tremor count. So once again, Rodion is going to be a queen of bleed, a queen of sinking, and a queen of Tremor. And I think that is just very, very awesome for Rodion. She's really, really good. Rodion is like core in a lot of team comps for me. So adding this ID would probably make her core again for another for the Trevor team comp pretty much. And potentially she'll have golden time as well. And I mean she has DT archetype, so she does have a history of having some pretty good tanking archetypes. So maybe this could be a very good passive to just slap onto her, let her just take some aggro or something. I don't know. But yeah, I have good hopes for Rodion as well. Once again, this is not like a confirmation of what the character's kits will be. The numbers could be changed, fragilities could be taken out, numbers could be a lot weaker than we thought. But I'm expecting Dawn to be a super powerful DPS. Whether she has fragility or not, it won't really matter as long as she brings the unique time delay status to the enemy. And for Rodion, I hope she's going to be an amazing support for Tremor Gang because we really do need more options that can possibly clash. Currently in Tremor, I'm running LCCB Ishmael as well as Rose Phantom Assault, and both of them are really, really bad clashes. Like, extraordinarily bad. They are there just to apply potency, and if I can get more potency sources like this, I will definitely take it. So that's going to be it for this analysis pretty much. Feel free to just comment your own theories and maybe any mistakes I made while making this video. Right? So that's going to be it for this video, guys. I will see you guys when the kits are actually dropped. Bye-bye.